Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share my honest experience with the VEVOR Walk-in Tunnel Greenhouse, 19.4 x 9.7 x 7.4 feet hoop house greenhouse tunnel. I've been using this for a while now, and if you're someone who's serious about gardening or even just trying to protect your plants from unpredictable weather, this is one of those products that can actually make a noticeable difference. First thing you'll notice is the size. This thing is big. Like, you walk inside and suddenly feel like you've entered your own little plant kingdom. The 19.4 by 9.7 feet space gives you plenty of room not just for plants, but also for moving around comfortably. You can fit multiple shelves, rows of crops, or even experiment with different types of plants all in one place. If you've been struggling with space or trying to manage plants in a cramped setup, this feels like a huge upgrade. The frame is made from galvanized steel, and honestly, that's one of the biggest reasons I trusted it in the first place. It feels solid once it's properly set up. It comes with extra support like diagonal bars and ground stakes, which help keep it stable. Now let me be real with you, setting this thing up is not a 10-minute job. It takes time, patience, and maybe one extra person unless you enjoy arguing with metal pipes alone. But once it's up, it feels sturdy enough for normal outdoor conditions. The cover is made from a thick PE plastic material, and this is where the greenhouse really does its job. It traps heat inside, keeps moisture controlled, and protects plants from harsh sunlight, rain, and even cold weather. I noticed that my plants started growing more consistently once I moved them inside. Especially for things like vegetables or delicate plants, this controlled environment makes a big difference. One feature I actually appreciate more than I expected is the ventilation system. You get 12 roll-up windows along the sides plus a swing door. That might sound like overkill, but it's not. When the temperature rises inside, you can open multiple windows and control airflow easily. It prevents overheating and keeps humidity in check. Also, the mesh on the windows helps keep bugs out, which is a small detail but very important if you don't want your plants turning into an all-you-can-eat buffet. Using it daily feels simple. You walk in, check your plants, adjust the windows if needed, water everything, and that's it. The walk-in design makes it feel more like a workspace rather than just a cover. You're not bending awkwardly or struggling to reach things, which honestly makes gardening a lot more enjoyable. Now let's talk about the real stuff people don't always mention. While the structure is strong, this is still a lightweight greenhouse compared to permanent ones. So if you live in an area with strong winds, you'll need to secure it properly. I'm talking about anchoring it well, maybe even adding extra weight or support. If you just set it up and hope for the best, nature will humble you quickly. Another thing is the assembly process. It's not complicated in terms of steps, but it can be time-consuming. The instructions are decent, but you'll probably still spend a few hours figuring things out. Once it's done though, you don't really have to worry about it again except for basic maintenance. Over time, the cover material holds up pretty well, but like any plastic-based cover, it won't last forever. With constant sun exposure, you can expect wear after a couple of seasons. That's normal for this type of greenhouse, but something to keep in mind. Overall, I'd say this greenhouse hits a really good balance between price and performance. It's not a professional glass greenhouse, but it also doesn't cost like one. For home gardeners, small-scale growers, or even someone just starting out, this is more than enough to create a controlled growing environment. If you want to check the current price, click the link below for the best price. It's one of those investments that actually pays off if you're serious about growing plants instead of just hoping they survive outside. After using it consistently, I can say it's reliable, spacious, and does exactly what it promises. It protects your plants, improves growth conditions, and gives you full control over your little ecosystem. It's not perfect, but for the price and what it offers, it's definitely worth considering if you want to take your gardening game seriously.